Welcome to NHL Hockey News Report. Today we have another great NHL season preview. And today we got the Florida Panthers season preview. And we got our forwards, we got our defense, and we got our goalies. And we all know how good this team is going to be. Now let's look. You ready? Here we go. So, let's look at Alexander Bokov. Rono is a nice Russian center. He plays very good stick handling, great this puck movement, just patient with the puck. He's only 22 years old. He leads the NHL this last year, 17-18 season, with 5 short-handed goals he had. So, with 78 points, 27 goals, 51 assists. What a player! He's a number one number one forward. Of course, he's a center. Number one center for the Florida Panthers. Now next is Nick Butstad, and he really did play good on right wing with Alexander Barkov when it was the last of a year when they did very good. He was on right wing with him, and what a good job he did because he put 19 goals, 30 assists for 49 points. Now this guy was a bounce back guy because he put 34 points in 15, 16, 17. In the other year, 43. And 16-17 season, he put 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points. So you see the difference of the bounce back and see if he can keep that going. Now next is Borstrom. Now, if you're all not known about the Florida Panthers, or maybe you're a fan, you're probably, oh yeah, this guy's awesome. Hendrik Borstrom. First of all, this guy, he's 21 years old. He's going to be a great prospect for them next year. See how he comes out. 1 goal in 4 games. He's a very good player. 23 goals, 29 assists, 52 points in the University of Denver, Colorado with a plus 13. So excited to see him next year and see how good he plays. Alright, next. After Borstrom, we got Denny Dadonov. Now, Dadonov, he was... It's very interesting. He played 2009 and 10 for Florida, then 2011 to 10 and 11, then 11 to 12, and then he hasn't played ever since until 17-18 season. Came back, and he has played because he was playing all these years in Russia. Even in 2017-18 season, he was playing just a little, couple games, but at that time he was playing all in Russia. So, it shows how, but he did very good. This is the best he ever did in NHL, after not having anything, basically. You know what I mean? So, let's look at Michael Haley. Now, Michael Haley is not a goal scorer. He's not a point getter. He's not a plus or minus guy very much. He is a penalty guy who takes all the penalties. This year, he put 212 minutes in the penalty box with 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. And that is just horrible. Literally, I don't know why would I want on my team, but whatever. Good. Just cut down on your team, that's the problem. Next is Mike Hoffman, another trade from Ottawa to San Jose 2 hours later after they got him. San Jose traded him to Panthers. So it wouldn't be that, Atlantic Division thing, but hey, they got him now. Alright, the Panthers, he's 28 years old, Mike Hoffman, very good at one time, a wicked one time, a great slap shot, a great, wrister, with 56 points, one of his career best, not the best, I would say, but with 56 points, 22 goals, 34 assists, I would say that's very good for the down season the whole team had, and he being the leading scorer they had. Alright, next we have is Jonathan Huberdeau. Now, Jonathan Huberdeau is a guy that he's a left winger, 25 years old, and he won the Calder in 2012-13. 69 points, thank you, with the career best, with 27 goals, best he ever had, 42 points, This is the best he ever had because 16-17 season he had 26 points. A really bummer season for him because in 2015-16 he had 59 points. You know, and you kind of feel bad for him. Of course, he had a way better year. See what he can do this coming year. Next is Derek McKissick. Now, for example, he is the captain. Now, for example, just to put out there, who's the captain of the Edmonton Oilers? Connor McDavid. And is he the leading scorer? Yes, he is. How about the Montreal Canadiens? It was Max Pacioretty, right? Except 17-18 season, he was leading scorer, right? Yeah. So captains are always the leading scorer now these days. But what the Panthers have, he has been. Guess what? The captain. He's not the best scorer. He always put around 18 points. Was the best, or 23 in 2010-11 when he was a Columbus Blue Jacket. So he's not a guy who would put up more. 37 years old. You know, he's that guy. Kind of like that. Alright, next is Dennis Malgin. Now, different about Dennis Malgin is he's 21 years old, 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points in 51 games, +4. I think he's really a good player. See what he can do next year. Really bring up to 30 points, maybe, or 30, 35. Alright, next is Maxim Mammon. He's also a center. Of course, he's from Moscow, Russia. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points +2, 26 games. You know what I mean? He still needs more. See how these good young players at center they have. Now, next we have is Jared McCann. He's the young one. And then you have Jamie McCann. Jared McCann, he's 22 years old. Started in Vancouver. And he was actually drafted by him. Then 9 goals this past year, 19 assists, 28 points. Best he ever had. Very good by him. Alright, next is Jamie McCann. And Jamie McCann, I don't think is related. Doesn't look related, but whatever. He is 30 years old. Now, it's been with like 5-6 teams with San Jose, Colorado, Buffalo, Anaheim, Arizona, and now this past year, 17-18 season, been in Florida and is still with it. But 13 goals, 16 assists, 29 points at -5. See how good he can be. You know what I mean? Next is Colton Sevio. And he's another guy. He's at center, of course. He's 29 years old. 11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points in 76 games with +6. I don't know about him. Like, I feel like he's a 4th line center. Or maybe even scratched. Or even maybe on the wing. I feel like because they have so much at center, like, why do you need him? This is why. We have Vinny Trocheck next. So here is Vinny Trocheck. He's like the 2nd line center for them. Let's look at him. 25 years old. 75 points. With 31 goals and 44 assists. -9 in 82 games. What a player he is. He's a cowboy. With Barkov. With Dadonov. With gonna be coming Hoffman. With Huberdeau. And all of them. They are the capital of the Florida Panthers. Alright. And of course with Barkov. But let's look at Frank Vatrano. Of course he didn't do well in Boston, you know. They were like, oh, get rid of him. We need Rick Nash for the cap space. They bring him in. And he goes to Panthers. And let's see how he does. 5 goals. 3 assists. 8 points. You ready? And +6. The 17-18 season was not the best for him, except when he went to Florida. See how he does. Great. I saw him. Yeah, I didn't see him, but great. He's back. Well, going to Florida. And coming back for next season, hopefully. Now, next is Aaron Ekblad. He's 22 years old. Another, of course, 2014. He was picked first overall. And, of course, he actually won the Calgary in 14-15 season, so very good. With 39 points, he had 12 goals, 27 assists, 39 points, a +12 in 81 games in 14-15 season of his rookie season. Great job. He played 4 seasons in the NHL. This past season, he has 38 points, way better than he had before. Almost the best yet in the rookie season, almost, but I like to see around 40 to 45 points this coming year. With 16 goals, 22 assists, 38 points, a +9 in 82 games, very good by him as being the top defender. Now, next we have is, I'm sorry if I say this, but Bogan Mikovic. Sorry, I have no clue. He's brand new, 28 years old, has no NHL records or anything right now, so we'll see how he does next year, see how good he plays. No defenseman they bring in, see how he does with the team. The next is Mike Matheson, and this guy, I would say, he is the guy that is young, 24 years old, with 10 goals, 17 assists, 27 points, the best he ever did. 3 years only played, but this is the year he had the best, with -1, 81 games. He's going to get, he's 27 points, I want to say around 30 to 35, I'm going to go root for. See how he does. Alright, next is, here we go with Julian McCauley. Sorry about that if I butcher that. He's 26 years old. Of course, started with Winnipeg last 3 years. He didn't play in 14-15 season, but he did play 15-16 season and 16-17 season, all with the Winnipeg Jets, and was actually drafted in 2010 by Atlanta. So 2 assists in 18 games by Winnipeg in 16-17 season actually. So has not played as much, but maybe he has a chance with the Florida Panthers. We'll see. Next is Alexander Plachovic. He goes on your second line for defense. He's 26 years old, 13 points, 2 goals, 11 assists. He's not the best guy, but hey, it's the only guy they probably have except Ekblad and Matheson. And Mark Pleisk is another guy that will be on your second line. He's also 26 years old. Of course, he's starting in Buffalo. With 3 goals, 13 assists, 6 points. Him and, of course, Petrovic will be on the second line. Or maybe the third line, because Yander will have to be on the second line playing. Or maybe the first line, we'll see. McKinsey Wheeler. Now, he's 24 years old, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points in 60 games, +5. We'll see how he is next year. Another guy who only played 2 years, he's 24 years old, he's learning the way through the NHL. We'll see how he does. Now next is Keith Yandel. We all know who he is, 31 years old. Of course, he was with Coyotes most of his career, and then went to the Rangers for 2 years, and then last 2 years has been with Florida, 16-17 and 17-18 season. So 8 goals, 48 assists, 56 points. Last time he had 56 points. Or the best year he had 59 points. This is the second career best. 59 points was in 2010-11. So a great year for him for so many years. So good job, Keith Yandel. Keep it up. Alright, next is Roberto Luongo. We all know who he is. He's 39 years old. Him and Joe Thornton are playing. One of the oldest, of course, Matt Cullen is the oldest, but of course you got those guys, right? So now let's look at Luongo. Started as an Islander, drafted as an Islander, 4th overall. Then Panthers, already to 2005-06. Then Vancouver for all those years, and then back to Panthers in 13-14 season. With that trade deadline, of course, he put up 18 wins, 11 losses, and the goals against average, it was a .247. That was not that bad at 16-17 season, you know what I mean, but way better he had. He won the William Jennings Trophy in 2010-11, that's only the thing he had, but he wins, he has a lot of games he has played in his career. He won over, let me show you how many games he has played. 1,001 games he has played in his years. Yeah, right? Yeah, 1,001. So, great job by Roberto Luongo being that guy. Oh, next is James Vimo. We all know who he is, right? The backup for Roberto Longo. He's 30 years old. It's James Vimo. He had a 299 goals against average. You know, what happened, Roberto? You know, I just, you know, if you get back to 253, that would be a good bounce back in it. I think he can get to there again. And when Roberto Longo gets hurt, you know, and he has his little injuries and all that, you got Michael Hutchinson. Of course, I think he thought, if I sign in Winnipeg, that Ioni and Bouchard just signed, so if I go to Panthers, Roberto Longo is probably going to be injured for a lot of time, so why not just, like, basically, like, go there or get a part of the season, you know what I mean? Because he only played 3 games this past year, so, and he put goals against average 326, you know, with 2 wins, 1 loss. You know, you can't judge it off that. 6-17 season at 292. You know, you just kind of basically, he can be like a new, like, Hullebuck if you couldn't see, you know what I mean? You don't know. We'll see. So what's actually next? Do our helpers, well, contributors, and declining players. This is, remember, helpers or contributors as we call it. And decliner, it was spelled wrong, I'm sorry. Declining players, right? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna say, let's look at some helpers. Of course, Aaron Ekblad. Michael Matheson, I would say. That's all I would say on the blue line. Well, maybe Keith Yan, but I still feel like he can still be a helper. Now, next, I would say is Alexander Barkov. Hoffman, Huberto, Trocheck, definitely. Danov, of course. Boston, I'm not sure about that. Butstad, let me say yes. Those are players you can say. Luongo, I am not sure about that. Well, I feel like Hutchinson will be because I feel like when he's gonna be that guy for them, I feel like he can be good. He can be good. Alright, declining players, I'm gonna say Luongo. I don't see Ryan Moore yet because he's only 30. Another declining player, I would say, is Melchizedek. Michael Haley, well, he hasn't really been a good player, so he has not really declined at all. He's just that guy. You know, that's all I say for that. Well, thanks for watching this NHL Hockey News Report. You see who's gonna win or not. All my, of course, videos, I did not say they're gonna win the playoffs or not. I'm gonna do a separate video for each one, so pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Thumb the video up, like that video, subscribe, ding, hit that bell, and see you later. Because this is NHL Hockey News Report. Don't forget to share. See you later.